Hello and welcome to this video and to another home vlog, because we're not going anywhere. Aware that a number of my vlogs recently have been kind of short, so I hope you don't mind, but although there's like a lot going on, it's not a lot that's either interesting or that we can show you. And that's kind of this weekend too, so I'm not anticipating this one to be very long either, because essentially we're getting our flat ready for the estate agent to come and take some pictures on Tuesday. So on that, we now have an estate agent, we've signed all the forms, we are now just waiting for those pictures to be taken, which will happen on Tuesday, and then our flat, I think that's the end of it, and we'll be going on the market, which is a bit scary and a bit like we've been talking about moving for ages, but now it actually seems real. Hello Jeffy. You came to see me. So yeah, now it seems real and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So there's that, so that's what we're going to be doing. We've got a lot of, I guess, tidying, clearing sides and things like that so that our flat doesn't look too cluttered in those pictures. And then along that, obviously, we've got the standard bits of cleaning, which is the big week, so it's kitchens and bathrooms. By kitchens and bathrooms, I mean singular. And we also have to do some wedding planning, which all of this won't be very interesting to show you, or I can't show you. So yeah, apologies for this, but it's going to be the way it is for a little while. I am out and about for the next couple of weeks, so there will be some slightly more interesting things to film for you. And yeah, that's where we're at. Jeff seems to just be jumping on and off the bed, which is a bit confusing. I'm not going to turn you around because I've just stripped the bed ready to remake it, and now I'm kind of sat here deliberating whether we go with the purple set or the blue set and which one will look better in photos. I think I'm overthinking this a bit too much. What else is there to tell you? Yeah, it's just been an incredibly busy week at work, as it has been for ages, but I can't remember if I told you that we're going through a restructure and the new job is now out for post. So at some point in my non-existent spare time, I need to sort out my application for that, as it's a higher grade, and I'm basically doing it anyway. So that's going on in the background. I think our invites have arrived this morning, so we need to look at those and sort those out. I think we might have to do some folding, which is not my forte, so apologies if any of my family out there who watch these videos gets a invitation folded by me. It will not be straight. Maybe that'll have to be Pete's job. I probably need to actually move and not just sit by the radiator, which is on and nice and warm on my back. I'm prepared for a day of cleaning and sorting. I'm in an old Endpoint hoodie and just some leggings. I'm ready for it. I'm just not mentally ready for it. Which is why I'm just babbling on to the camera instead of getting on with the work that needs to be done. Right, I'm gonna get going. I will show you as and what I can. Expect some more cupboard sorting. That one's for you, Rav. I know how inspiring you found it last time. Yeah, we'll see where we get to. So in tidying, it means that all my birthday cards and the bunting has to go away early. I would normally leave it up for another week, but that can't be in the photos. Sad times. This is something I wanted to show you. So we got this tube of biscuits from one of the estate agents when they came round to value the flat, and we were like, oh, how lovely. Aren't they trying to, win our business? It turns out, you might not be able to see it on there, but the best before date was definitely in 2021. So actually, they're just trying to get rid of their old biscuits. I mean, they tasted fine. They were nice. We didn't go with this company.
So the other thing I wanted to share that we got this week was this gin. So I had British Airways Avios points, but they told me that we're going to expire unless I used them. And this is about all I could afford with them. So we've now got some rhubarb gin, because me and Pete are getting into gin. But I just think it's a really pretty bottle. So yeah, fun times. Hey Jeff, this is probably the tidiest Pete's desk has ever been.
No.
Yeah. Well, when we first moved in, when they had nothing on it.
Well, that's a fair point, but
So yeah, we've been doing a lot of surface clearing. There are bits that we'll do the night before, and as I promised, we're now going to go through this cupboard because I'm sure there's stuff in here we don't need. For example, there is this dressing gown at the bottom here. It moved in with us 7 years ago. I haven't worn it since. It's got a huge yellow stain on it. Don't need that. And I'm pretty sure at least one of these coats has a broken zip. Why have we kept them? Don't know. So this is the next task. There we go. We made a bit of space. And that's the rubbish pile. I am most upset about the toilet roll holder that I built with my bare hands. But somebody always eats the toilet roll off it, so we can't use it. Peter.
Yeah, somebody being Jeff.
For anyone interested, we went for blue.
Now that I've sat down, I've realised how weary my legs are. Because it's been a busy, busy day. That was Pete sorting out my dinner using the microwave. But yeah, it's been busy. We've done a lot. And I also went for a run this morning because Pete is going suit shopping tomorrow, so he can't let me in after the run, if that makes sense. So I've been on my feet a lot. But it's been productive, so that's good. But now, very, very much looking forward to having some dinner. I think we're going to start watching Hawkeye. I know we're late, but we always wait for them all to come out before we watch them because there's nothing more irritating than a show that comes out weekly. So we'll do that and relax for the rest of the evening. So, as I assumed, I don't think this is a very long video, so apologies. It's been a lot of sorting and cleaning and all of that. I have found a new tool. Of course it's a scraper. I've been getting the lime scale off the shower and stuff with it today, working my, as Adam calls them, my noodle arms, sorting that out. Oh, and all the other bits and bobs. Yeah, enjoyed the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye though, so that was a nice way to relax. And then finished my book. I've picked up my next one, which will be a reread of Eleanor Oliphant, which I bought from a charity shop only to find that the pages are falling out of it. So I'm really quite angry about that. It's not ideal at all. And means I'm going to have to get yet another copy of Eleanor Oliphant because the copy that I've bought to be my forever copy is falling apart. So Eleanor Oliphant isn't completely fine. Eleanor Oliphant is falling apart. Should be the new title of that book. That's what's going on. I've also been sorting out Pete's birthday present because that's coming up beginning of March. Checked the invites to make sure they're okay. I've been doing the odd bit of wedding-y stuff, so I was looking at flowers today because we need to get some table decorations for the reception, and I think we're going to go with real flowers for those, unlike the buttonholes and bouquets and stuff where we've gone for fake, so that, you know, you're not wearing a wilting flower all day. So yeah, everything's moving along and we're getting things. It just feels like there's a lot of bits in my brain and I'm trying to compartmentalise everything, but I start one task on this, like say I start one task on moving house, and then a task for the wedding pops in and I'm like, oh, I better do that, and then a task for something completely different pops in and I'm like, oh, I better go and do that. And it's hard to keep on top of everything and make sure that I'm remembering everything. I'm trying to make notes everywhere so that I don't forget things, but as I expected, trying to move, sell and buy a place and plan a wedding and have essentially 2 full-time jobs at the moment and apply for the new job and maintain a household and make sure that we've got some time to relax in and make sure that Jeff's all sorted, I could carry on. You get the gist. There's a lot whirring around my brain at the moment. So next week is probably a bit more of the same. We do have the take 2 of the hair and makeup, so we'll see if we actually manage to get the hair and makeup done next week, but that'll be that video. And then I think the ones after that I'm out and about a bit more, so they should be slightly more interesting, as I am aware these may not be, but they are giving you a good snapshot into my life at the moment. And hey, everyone needs a sorting weekend every now and again. If you go out every weekend, everything else piles up, so that's what we're doing. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here, so if you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you fancy it, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!